Hello, welcome back. This is We Three Geeks again here. We'll go ahead and introduce ourselves again.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I can't do that with a straight face.
That was paper cutter.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I'm Cody.
Yeah, and I'm Terrence Jensen. Welcome back. So today, and first I'll describe or explain something. It will be described because I'll be explaining it. But we are wearing the same clothes as you saw the last couple episodes.
It's the only sweatshirt I own.
Yeah.
I'm poor. I work in radio.
We're kind of doing
Which is true. We get paid shit in radio.
A few different episodes at a time, just because of time constraints for all of us and whatnot. But don't worry, I won't screw up the order of anything, because we were discussing that also. But anyway, just to get that out of the way, so you're like, oh, they're wearing the same clothes. Do they not have clothes? Are they poor? Well, yes and no, but we won't get into that today. Today, actually, we're going to talk about Star Wars. Yay! That's why I wore this.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, Star Wars. So, once again, with Star Wars, kind of like what we discussed when we were talking about Star Trek, was the fact that, you know, we've got these newer films with Star Trek, and then there was the older ones, and the difference between people who like what. Well, with Star Wars, we're going to get to kind of that same place now, because there's the possibility, or it's going to be, 7, 8, and 9, which is something that everybody's wondered for forever and a day. And funny enough, I believe J.J. Abrams is going to be directing at least 7, but may be doing the others also. And, yeah, so what do you think? Star Wars, yeah.
Well, what I think about this, and you might think you know what I'm going to say here, but just hear me out. In a couple, 3 years, Disney is going to oversaturate the market with Star Wars this, Star Wars that. There's going to be so much Star Wars, and you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that.
Well,
I love Star Wars. I love
George
Star
Lucas
Wars.
did that
yeah.
years ago.
But
so
it's coming back.
Yeah.
But, of course, you know, the problem is Disney. Are they going to screw it up?
Yeah.
I don't know. If you look at some of the things that Disney has done, the Avengers, I haven't met a person that didn't at least like that movie.
I love that movie.
The first Pirates movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, was good. I mean, you can name some good Disney stuff, and then you can name some bad Disney stuff. But what was it that the Mars one? John Carter of Mars. Sarah Connor, yes.
I was just thinking, I was like, is Arnold going to pop out now?
John Carter of Mars. What a terrible, terrible movie.
Take me to Mars.
Yeah, get your ass to Mars.
Get your ass to Mars.
Oh, wait,
okay.
Ron Arnold movie.
All right, anyway, that's a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you're right. Goods and bads on both sides of Disney. Yeah, what do you think?
Well, here's the thing. They're going to have to work off a particular kind of canon. They're either going to go back to the original trilogy, the one where
Are we back in Jesusville again?
Yes, we are.
I'm sorry. I just love when you say it like that. I don't think...
You haven't heard that word before? Canon?
I know canon, but he said
I always use a long A when I say that word.
I didn't hear that.
He does. It's very long.
I'm sorry.
It differentiates between a cannon that you shoot people with and the word that means a continuity.
Sometimes I want to blow up cannon with a cannon.
You're not packing a cannon, are you?
No,
I'm afraid
not.
you might use it on me.
No, my beard is not that grand. Okay. Anyway, canon, whatever. I'm kind of curious, because are they going to go back to the original continuity of the original trilogy, where the Jedi were more of a mystical, monk-like people who didn't have a lot of explanation behind their power or the Force or that sort of thing? Are they going to go to the new trilogy, which was all CGI effects?
I hope it's the former. I hope it's the original trilogy.
See, that's the problem that I have with it, because, and that's the thing too, because Lucas was so gung ho about forcing the newer trilogy as part of the continuity into the Star Wars continuum. So it's it is kind of a toss-up with that, really.
I would have to say, I got my serious face on. Here's the thing, we already have an explanation, so we already know things that we don't want to know. But it's a thing. We can try to forget it. I give it to George Lucas. Thankfully, he created something that we all love, but when it came to 1, 2, and 3, the prequel episodes, whatever, the biggest problem I thought of those was that he directed them. And if you look back, the original Star Wars movie is not nearly as good as Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. and because 2 other people directed those movies.
And other people wrote the screenplay, too. I was going to make that
Exactly.
point.
Right.
You stole my point from me.
I steal points, and that's how I roll. And like Grand Theft Auto, I'll beat you out and get the hell out
Beat
of
up
the
a prostitute.
Yeah. Well, you know,
It's always
like,
fun.
like Nico Bellic. Get out of the car. It's stealing car. No, I mean, Italian, Russian, I don't know. But anyway, the thing is, I believe with J.J. Abrams doing, at least directing, I think it's going to be a good thing. I like what he's done with Star Trek. I mean, he's a huge nerd, too, as far as I can tell, as anybody can tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing with the prequels, is he directed, George Lucas had his hands in it too much. And it's kind of funny, he kind of went against what he always said to himself, was that he really didn't like working with actors. He was bad at it. But yet somehow he thought he'd try to change that. If you know who you are, don't try to just change it because you think it'll be better in the end when you know it won't be. Which I don't know if he had that conflict, but I think I had that conflict.
Yeah.
But when it comes to new movies, I'm excited. I'm just let's just see it happen. You know, it'll tell the tale if it's a good thing or not. I think it's a good thing he sold it to Disney. I think George Lucas is tired of hearing all the crap, which is fair because he's gotten a lot of it over the years. I mean, the last 10 years have probably not been that fantastic for him. At least just from fans of Star Wars. It's just because we love it just so much.
What were your guys' reaction to the whole Disney buying out Lucasfilms?
Initially, I thought it was a good plan. I mean, there are probably, I mean, just like I said earlier, I have some concerns, like what Disney's done with some other properties that they have. You know, but I also think that it could be good because Disney, if there's any company that could take Star Wars and make it into what it can be, it's Disney. They're the company to do it because they have billions and billions and millions of dollars to do it.
They do.
Well, they've done some pretty good live action stuff in the past. I mean, even I remember watching the stuff that was back from the 70s and 60s, and that stuff was all right. I mean, not all of it, but a lot of it was pretty good, and a lot of it was memorable. But I mean, my first initial reaction to hearing LucasArts, which kind of felt like a conglomerate of its own, being absorbed into the Disney family, was the strangest moment in my life. I couldn't even fathom the ramifications of it at first. It was just weird to me.
Well, here's a. Oh, sorry.
So,
I interrupted your train of thought.
No. Well, I just wanted to say is like, okay, so yeah, Lucasfilm's being bought up by Disney, but you said LucasArts, which in a sense, you know, I don't know if you know, but
Lucasfilms. I'm sorry.
No, but I just wanted to state that LucasArts is dissolved.
I was about ready to ask you, how do you guys feel about that?
I'm kind of sad. I know that they haven't had a lot of hits when it comes to games.
Well, they got stuck in that Star Trek thing, or what the hell? Star Wars thing.
I don't know. Where is it?
It's over there.
Okay.
That away.
There you go.
Oh,
it's over that way.
Yeah. I would say like
the
the game that I last played from them that I thought was really good. I liked Force Unleashed. That was fun. It was a cool concept. Everybody always wanted to see, you know, if Darth Vader had an apprentice, what would happen. But now that LucasArts is pretty well gone now, they had something that they were working on, the Star Wars 1313, is that what it was? The bounty hunter deal.
I thought that was one of the projects that got axed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's from LucasArts. Since it got absorbed, as far as we know, that's in the ether now. We don't know what's going on. Hopefully someone will take it and try to finish it, because that looked like that could be the first Star Wars game that could be really fun. I mean, it just looked so good. And
one thing sorry.
You know, it's a thing.
Interrupting you. I apologize.
He has a lot to say.
I thought you were done talking. I just wanted to say or ask what you guys think is going to happen with the expanded universe, like not just the video games, but the books, the comic books. What happens with that?
Well, I don't know. See, I think I'm going to assume that he's going to try to work around it as best he can. But as far as I know, I believe the book's going to really pick up.
What's going to happen with the future of them? Does Disney continue them, or
the expanded
there's got to be a
universe?
Contract in there because they have contracts with Dark Horse Comics and all that.
Well, I would assume it's got to keep going. I mean, I don't know how you could kill that.
But Disney, they own Marvel, is what I'm getting at. Disney also owns Marvel. Does Star Wars go over to Marvel now, or?
Well, but I guess I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. Comic book wise, maybe, but book wise, I mean, shoot, that's there's been so many different writers.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot, and so that I think is going to be pretty much about the same. But the comic books, I don't know. I don't know if that would be good or not. I like Marvel Universe over DC. Yeah, we'll talk about it some other time. But I think that if that were to happen, though, I don't know if Marvel's a good home for Star Wars, because I don't know.
Are they going to just make their own imprint for Star Wars?
Probably.
The Force Comics.
Yeah,
they might.
I mean that as a joke, but it actually doesn't sound like that bad of an idea.
Right.
It sounds like an inevitable idea.
It's hard to say because I don't know. That's a good point. I hope for the best in everything Star Wars, but we shall see what Disney does. But yeah, they know that they've got millions of people over their shoulders, like just et Brutus, and I mean, because it'll happen. If you don't know what that is, go online and Google it. But I'm talking about Caesar and
your imaginary keyboard.
I'm totally off topic now. Yes, this is.
But I digress. Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm trolling or something. I hate.
Yeah. Well,
but anyway,
it'll be a strange transition for all of us, I think, to see Disney doing more of the Star Wars thing now that Lucas has essentially detached himself from the entirety of it, and has essentially retired from the filmmaking part of it too. So, who knows? We may see Climb and Star Wars paraphernalia and all this fandom will pop up and arise again to
Star Wars diapers.
Yep.
The Force is with your little one.
Star Wars the perfect. We'll end it on that. Star Wars diapers. But yeah, so that's what we kind of think. Once again, it's just our opinions on the matter. But yeah, let us know what you think. Post in the comments below. As always, this guy over here. This is Anthony Gerard here.
Farewell.
And may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Yeah, there we go. And then this is Cody Meyer.
This is Cody Meyer. Signing off.
That is. You want to Vanna White this for us?
Leave a comment in the posts.
Yeah, there we go.
Post in the comments.
Only good comments.
Sexual lumberjack. Okay. And then I am Terrence Jensen, signing off. So yeah, Star Wars.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right then.
Out.